G'day, Paul. How's it going?
Well, thanks. In the country, at Kulu, getting my dinner, get some shopping. But anyway, a great day today. Where Erica Stanford made a big contribution to the telling the truth with a cabinet paper that I sent you. So you are free to expose what you think, and hopefully it'll wake up the unwoken a little bit more. It's arrived on our shore with a cabinet of Huxley and Co. They've done a very good job at cleaning the trough with the truth. So there's more to come. So they had to put this because they got a very embarrassing day in front of 190 countries on Tuesday. Some people think she can talk his way out of a paper bag with the help of Mr. Goldsmith, Justice Minister. They're going to do their best, but as usual, going to fail them, and fail them. What's the space? It'll be on the UN website anyway, on the podcast. They had 3 months to respond, and no doubt they have told a whole pack of lies. All we've had is an acknowledgement, no redress, no response until today, so things are moving pretty quick now, and hasn't been on the news yet.
Certainly, you've taken your time. How long has it since you went to the UN initially?
2015.
Almost 10 years, a better part of a decade.
Well, Winston Peters, the culprit behind this, with IMF funding, tried to bury my case, but it didn't work because the UN is very strong in crimes against children, and especially torture. And so the truth won in the end. And I've had the help with Malcolm and our good team. We've had a lot of government agencies, individuals that have been hurt by schoolboy friends, died at Lake Alice, and the government's got to realise they even hurt their own, and they involve their own.
There have been a lot of victims. So just to paint a picture for the uninitiated, Lake Alice Psychiatric Hospital, where youths and children is now black and white in law, stated in Parliament, stated in the UN that it was torture. During the 1970s, that many children were tortured at Lake Alice. Yep. And it has been a very long road to get proper acknowledgement for a start, anything close to a real apology, and now looking at real redress. And there's been many victims along the way. I personally found the part that was really interesting was how many inquiries there have been that were completely botched.
Yeah, well, that's the playground we play in. There's been so many. Royal Commission said there were 11 government agencies involved and 2 NGOs. So that's 13.
Because there's a summary of all the investigations in the past, and it shows how much gatekeeping there has been and grifting. Yeah. So how much money has the New Zealand government spent on these inquiries and on the defence of these?
I can tell you now, it first started with me at the UN. They spent $20 million on fighting me at the UN, and they failed. That was an AOI through TV3. And then there was a Royal Commission, that's about $480 million. Then there's the just found out Crown Response Unit, which spent over $40 million at the news yet, and they spent it on themselves instead of the survivors. And so there's about $840 million all up with other agencies involved so far, plus, and this is not even paying people yet, all they are doing is putting people in there to fight us, even though the case has been proven at the UN. These government agencies all don't get it. So Erica's done us all a huge favour today, and that was a cabinet decision that they cannot change. Yeah. And so when you get, there'll be over $1 billion when they start paying people. There's the boys' homes, the girls' homes, the churches, psychiatric ones, And then there's the gangs. Where do all the gangs come from? These places. And their kids grow up from the devastation of what their parents went through. This is what it's all about. 3 generations involved.
Yeah, well, there's very clear statements. They have addressed the past, which in a way that should be really, really good for people involved in this to hear. One thing that really bothers me when I read the report, and you know it's a pet peeve of mine, is the use of the word punishment.
Yeah, we've got to move forward, but today is a huge victory for all survivors, families, and support.
Well, you and Malcolm Justice are specifically mentioned in this report with your involvement of the UN and the actions
Yes,
that you took to get the UN involved and make this happen.
yes, for sure. For sure. And it had to be done. There was only one mentor that kept me strong, and that was God. So he gave me instructions in my sleep, and I put them into action. And remember, I've been fighting the government their way in a suit and on their vulnerability. So I turned it all around 10 years, and they took them that long to wake up. So it's just another day at the office for me and Malcolm. Yep, job is getting close, and the finals on Thursday when you watch it on the UN website. The universal review in 190 countries.
Mm.
What we have done is the first in the country, also the first in the world. And the New Zealand government is the first country to be found guilty of torturing children. Full stop. They can't appeal it. It's there for what? Peter thinks he's going to go over and talk his way over a paper bag, but
So Thursday, Winston Peters and a Goldsmith, forgotten his first.
you'll be on about 11 o'clock.
It's a historic day, and congratulations, Paul. You've worked very, very hard, and each land mile is well deserved.
We don't give up.
Oh. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Until next time, that was Paul Zentveld, Lake Alice survivor of childhood torture. On today, the 24th of September 2024, celebrating the historic release of the decisions relating to the acknowledgment of torture at the Lake Alice Psychiatric Hospital Child and Adolescent Unit by the Honourable Erica Stanford,